There we go. We're live. Why it took so long?
I don't know. I don't know.
Good afternoon, Cog Squad. That's somebody from, I never heard of this. Looking Glass, Oregon.
Sounds good,
That's a
don't it?
beautiful name for a town.
It's October the 15th at 4 o'clock here in Alabama. Before I forget, I get in trouble if I do say it and if I don't say it. So
October 15th.
here we are.
Here we are. How you guys doing this lovely afternoon?
Lovely. It warmed up. I've got long sleeves on, but I really could
put the shorts back
yeah,
up.
Probably so.
42 degrees this morning.
42 degrees.
And I think the high is going to be 81, 82. That's a 40 degree.
I saw 77.
Did you?
But Mary Carl and I went to town and it was 78 when we went to town. So let's see.
40-degree swing.
It's just.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah. This morning, what was it, this morning or yesterday morning? You came in with.
Yesterday morning, I had long sleeves and pants on, and then.
Doesn't even say.
It doesn't. It don't know.
It don't know.
It's like we don't know what this weather's going to do.
But tomorrow, I can tell you what the high is going to be, and that is 64.
38?
38 for the low tonight.
Goodness gracious. Y'all, that's cutting the heater on, bundling up.
And we were just talking about how it's warm upstairs. Don't
Alabama.
cut the air back on, though.
Oh, my gracious.
Once it's off, it needs to be off.
We're going to need an ice scraper in the morning.
Yeah,
We're not used to that around here.
No, not well. October, usually about the third week of October is when we have our first frost.
Yeah.
Usually. Now 38 is probably hit or miss. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Yeah.
Maybe
a couple more just weeks. too warm in the afternoons.
Yeah.
But it's going back up again.
Oh, it is.
I saw it's going to be back in the 80s.
It is. Yeah. So anyway, well, we are sorry that we missed you guys on Saturday morning.
Yep. We took just like a 3-day trip, pretty much.
Yes.
Wasn't a big long vacation or anything like that. It was Mary Carl has been wanting to go to Dolphin Island for a year, if not longer, during fall migration for birds.
Well, first it was spring migration, and we didn't make it.
We didn't make it. So we planned it out and set it up where, it wasn't too much stress on anybody and everybody, and went down to Dolphin Island and had a great time. I have been to Dolphin Island before because my cousin lived in Mobile, and he took me there one time, and I just remember he took me on the bay side, not on the Gulf side, and I just remember it being not anything special, but I was 12 years old.
I've never been to Dolphin Island, but I've been to Fort Morgan on the other side of the bay.
Which you can take a ferry back and forth, which we did take.
Yes. And I've been to Mobile. My uncle and aunt have a house on the Mobile Bay. So I've been to it many times, and I just kind of didn't know what to expect.
It is pretty cool. It is, of course, it's off the coast right by Mobile. It's a huge, long bridge. It seems like it takes forever to get to Dolphin Island. And then the island is relatively very small.
It is. It's 15 miles long.
I didn't think it was that long.
Well, I had to Google it.
Oh.
So Holly and I actually went on a little island tour while I dropped Jason and Mary Carl off birding, because one of the girls that was doing the banding had a dog, and I didn't want to interrupt anything. Right. So I said, y'all go to the banding and I will occupy Holly. Later on, we ended up joining
the dogs, and the dog buddies and all that kind of stuff. Yep.
But while we were doing that, I pulled over because I'm driving, and I said, I want to know how big this island is. Mm-hmm. So me and Holly pulled over, and she read Google to me, and it said that the island was 15 miles long by 2 3/4 miles wide at the widest point.
At the widest point. So, it's not very big at all.
That's from one end of the island to the other.
Yes, and it is low-key. It is half the traffic is golf carts.
Yes.
And laid back, no grocery store, I think there was maybe 5 restaurants.
Maybe 5, and 4 of the 5 were closed. So I had pre-read about, of course, growing up in Alabama, you pretty much know a little something about coastal areas.
That's right.
But I wanted to know where there was to eat. And so I did a little bit of reading ahead of time, and I found out, some names of some restaurants and whatnot. However, when we got there, it was quite a different story.
It was, in, I guess because it's so few restaurants, it was like the restaurants were extremely crowded. And needless to say, we didn't have a great experience with food.
No, but we learned, and we know what to do different next time.
Absolutely. Next time there was a grill. It was an Airbnb.
It was a house.
It was a house.
It was an Airbnb. So the house, you can read the description, and it says that it had cookware and whatnot, but you still don't know in your mind what to bring.
Yeah.
What are they going to have?
That's
what
right.
are they not going to have? Well, by the time we got to the house and we saw what they had, it would have taken us 40 minutes to get to the grocery store. No kidding.
I know, 40 minutes. That's crazy. So next time we would take stuff to cook. Now we brought snacks and
thank goodness
odds and ends and stuff like that. We brought bread. And I think we ate peanut butter and honey sandwiches one time. And
the first day that we got there, we kind of were under the expectation that we could just go and get something to eat. And so I go to a restaurant. Of course, we had Holly with us.
That was the other thing.
We had Holly with us, so we knew we could not take Holly inside a dining area, but a lot of places had outside eating area. This particular place said it was dog friendly, and I waited in a long line to get up to the area to put our name on the list. I get up there and they tell me, well, we're not really pet friendly. And so I said, okay, really? But okay, so you can order something to go though, and y'all can go out there and eat at that little picnic table out there. I said, okay. Where do I need to do that at? Okay, right up here at the bar. And so Jason and Mary Carl are waiting on instructions from me as to if to bring Holly in, if to bring themselves in or whatnot. And I go to the bar and I look at the menu. I text it to Mary Carl. I text it to Jason. They tell me what they want, which is an act of Congress half the time because Mary Carl takes a little bit of time, picky eater, whatnot. And I go to tell the bartender my order. Okay, ma'am, there's a 2-hour wait on to-go orders.
2-hour wait on to-go is just crazy.
I said, a 2-hour wait on the to-go.
Oh, goodness.
Yes, ma'am. And I said, okay. I said, thank you very much. And we left and we went back to the room and we had peanut butter and honey sandwiches.
Which was fine.
Yes, because it was cog heel honey.
That's right. You just get in the mood for seafood when you get down there. And so, but anyways, it was all good. Clack said the next time we want to go to let him know he's got a friend down there who's got an Airbnb. And Clack's made half the decor in the place.
Is that right?
So we will definitely hit you up, brother.
Good deal.
Definitely hit you up. But it was fun. The birds were crazy. We had an amazing time. Mary Carl saw 14 new species.
I think it was more than that.
Somewhere around 14, maybe 16. She's close to 220.
No, 250.
Is it close to 250?
Yes.
Okay.
Her goal was like 230.
Yeah.
And she got closer than what she expected to 250.
Yeah, I think the first day was a little disappointing, but then the next 2 days it kind of clicked. And then one day we pulled up. So there's all these hot spots in birding all over there. It's one of the top birding places, probably the top birding place in the state. That and Wheeler State Park, I would think, probably the two. And so we're riding around, and then we get down there, and it's a fort down there. Was it
Fort?
Gosh, my mind went blank.
Mine too.
Morgan comes to
Fort
mind.
Morgan's across the bay, but Fort Rutger. Is that it?
I think so.
No.
And they just built some new bathrooms at the end of this, and it's at the end of a point.
Crazy.
And so we had been there the day before, and it was a hot spot. People have been seeing all kind of birds there, and we pull up. There is a big birder in Alabama,
Fort Gaines,
and that most hardcore birders know who he is. He's a young man. He's younger than me for sure.
Andrew?
Oh yeah.
I thought he was an older man.
No. Andrew's probably in his 30s. His name's Andrew. And we saw him, and then we saw two ladies and an older gentleman with them. And as soon as we got out, we could hear them talking. And Andrew just saw a bullock oriole, which has never been seen in the county ever.
In the state, even have it?
I don't know, but I know in the county.
It's bullocks, Bullocks.
And they were flipping out, and he got a picture of it, and we were within minutes. And so we got out and we started looking, and then the Andrew left, and then the two ladies and the other gentleman, they were helping us try to find it. But lo and behold,
the other gentleman is who I thought was
Andrew.
No,
that's not Andrew. Okay. Lo and behold, we saw another extremely rare bird that hasn't been there either, which was the ash-throated flycatcher.
Do I have a picture of that?
I don't know. So we got to see it. They showed us that when we saw it, but that other gentleman looked for an hour for the Bullock's oriole, Bullocks. Is that right? And he never could find it again, and we never saw it. We hung around there for a little bit longer, but the day we left, 6 people saw it. But they knew when Andrew saw it and posted it on social media that people were going to be everywhere down there looking for it.
Is that it?
That's the grosbeak.
Y'all see, I am just not very good with.
But it was so much fun.
That's probably it.
You got to click on it before you expand it. I don't think so. I thought I had a hood. Anyways, it was fun. It was so much fun. Then we went to the Audubon sanctuaries down there, and we didn't know that they were having a banding session going on. And
for 3 days.
So they were catching birds in these special nets.
Called a mist net.
And then they were banding the birds. Of course, they were weighing them. They were inspecting them. They were documenting everything about them. And Miracle got to see all that and be a part of that, which was lots of fun. And it was just fun. We had a great time. Saw a rose-breasted grosbeak, which was on Mary Carl's most wanted list. And lo and behold, y'all, we've seen 2 since we got back here on our bird feeders here.
What is this?
That is a hooded warbler.
That's one of the things they banded?
That's one of the ones they banded.
This is one of the birds that they banded. He's a pretty little yellow and black. Beautiful. Black tiny bird. He's really tiny.
But it was so much fun, and we will definitely be going back.
They do another event in the fall and spring. Sorry. It'll take place in Fort Morgan, which is just across the bay. And they don't advertise the bandings very well. And Mary Carl said that's probably done on purpose.
Might be. The only people that were there were birders. I mean, of course, birders, but
workers.
It was just people walking up that were birders, and that was it was fun. The birding community, y'all, I swear, it has got to be the most nicest and welcoming and wanting to teach community I've ever seen. Now, I know there's probably some exceptions to the rule, and there's some bad apples out there. But like if somebody sees a rare bird, they were letting everybody know and try to help you look, and it's great. It's really so much fun.
What was that bird that Annie, a groove-billed Annie?
That was one that everybody was trying to find.
So a lady had seen it the day before we left on Dolphin Island, and Mary Carl was like, "Oh, I wonder where she saw it at." And I said, "Well, you want me to reach out to her?" And she said, "Yes." So I sent her a message, and the lady, Miss Patsy, was so nice in responding immediately, telling me the exact location. That's why we ended up at the bathroom.
That's where she saw the Annie at.
That's where she saw the groove-billed Annie. And so immediately when we landed and got our luggage unpacked, we went to the bathrooms at Fort Gaines where this bird was spotted, and unfortunately did not see it. But just goes to show you how nice, people are with sharing their information. And we actually saw her. She was one of those women that was walking around down there.
We got to meet her. I would say somebody asked about some sites For Alabama, the two best on social media is the Alabama Audubon Association and Alabama Birding Trails. They both are on Instagram and Facebook, and uh, really, really cool. Really, really, really cool.
I think there's another one too. It's
And we drove. It's only what
3.5 hours.
3.5 hour drive for us to get down there.
Birding Alabama is another one.
Birding Alabama.
Yeah, there's 18,000 members in that one.
I probably own that one too.
But I mean, it's just so many things are posted, and
it's lots of fun.
Learn a lot.
Lots of fun.
People are nice. Nobody's snarky, and
haven't met anybody.
They just understand that everybody's at a different level.
Yep.
While you might be experienced, the next person might have been their first bird to ever photograph or have interest in.
Do I have a book? We got lots of books, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. The best for us are two apps. They're completely free. There's no ads on it. It's no pop-ups, and it's done by the Audubon Association and Cornell University, and that is Merlin, Merlin, and that will identify birds for you via sound and picture. And the other one is called eBird, the letter E and the word bird, and that helps you track and post and shows you hot spots and where to find birds in your area. So those two are, for us, better than books.
And I can operate this one by myself even. This is called Merlin. And all you do is, once you get on there, like say you hear a bird and you're outside, all you've got to do is to mash a record button, and it records the sound, and it comes back and tells you there's a bird in your area.
Mm-hmm.
Find in the, sound, and then it tells you what the bird is
mm-hmm.
by hearing the recording. Yep. Totally free. I mean, how much better can you get than that?
No ads, no pop-ups, no nothing. It is completely free, and it's just awesome. Both of them are awesome.
Yes, yes. So Holly has never really been anywhere.
She hasn't. Not like this.
Well, Jason told you, I think, in his last video about Holly's reaction to workers, mm-hmm. that even the fence, that's what you were talking about, the fence workers,
the
right?
Fence workers.
You had to keep her inside because mm-hmm. she is we learned she's more territorial than anything. She's protecting her residents.
More so than any dog here.
And when she gets on a leash and she's somewhere else, we had people saying, "Oh, can I pet your dog?" And at first I was kind of like, well, she's a little leery of strangers, and I just didn't know how she would react. But as the trip went on, we realized that she's not like that away from home.
Mm-mm.
It's just at her house.
Just here. When she leaves here, she's totally different. She loved every single person that walked up. The dog she met, she was good with. And Holly did really, 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 really well.
And all the other dogs were able to stay home. Mama was here. So they have a doggy door. They were let in and out. They have, plenty of food and water. And everybody else did well at home. But Holly is a little bit more dependent on Jason.
Yeah.
Now, Dee Dee, I could have took her, but I would have had to carry her because we did a mm-hmm. whole lot of walking. And her little legs couldn't have took that.
You had to get you one of them bajorns.
Yeah.
Dee Dee.
Yeah. You used to have one of those for Arlo.
It was a satchel.
I say it was a bajorn for a dog. But
and Holly has severe separation anxiety. So she will
tear something up.
So
everywhere we went, she went.
Yep.
There were times when Holly was tired and Mary Carl would say, I think she can stay here. She's not going to do anything but rest. And of course, we paid a pet deposit, but we couldn't take that chance as mm-hmm. her, missing us. And so she went
tearing the couch up or something like that.
Something unexpected.
We didn't want that. And plus she has so much energy that she just can't stay inside all day. So
yeah, and she looked like she was wore out, but that switch can flip.
Oh gosh, quick.
In an instant.
Yeah.
So the last day when we were coming home, Jason has a tendency to use the Merlin sound identifier just about every time he's outside.
Yeah.
He hollers at us and he says, "I just heard a Baltimore Oriole." And that is a bird I have never seen before. I have seen an orchard oriole mm-hmm. here, which is similar, but not a Baltimore. as a kid, I feel like if there were 5 birds that I knew about, one of them was a Baltimore Oriole, a bluebird, a cardinal, a crow maybe, and a blackbird. That's about all I knew. But a Baltimore Oriole I've never seen, and I've always known, but we didn't see it that day either.
Yeah.
So anyway,
but we had such a great time, so much fun. Definitely will be going back for sure.
Yes. Next time we will go prepared to cook, because there were places that you could buy fresh seafood and cook at the house.
Yep.
But we just kind of didn't know what to expect.
Right.
And I am glad it was a short trip, because we just needed to figure things out on this trip. And we did.
Most definitely.
We did. Somebody said that they saw a picture of me. It was me and you and Holly, and I didn't have my shoes on.
Yep.
And they couldn't believe that
there were so many comments without your shoes.
And I fussed from the time that I took my shoes off to the time we got back to the car.
She
is
did.
what I said. But my feet were wet because I was walking Holly. Holly wanted to get in the water, and I did not want to put my socks back on wet feet.
And you had to cross over a little
stream
too. So
there was no way I could jump over it. It was either go through the water with my shoes on and get my shoes soaking wet. That was the only pair I took, by the way. So yes, I did go a brief time without shoes, and y'all caught me on camera.
We did.
Yep, caught me on camera. I did see something that I never saw in the bay or the ocean ever as a child, as an adult, until here in the past couple of years. Do you know what that is?
The stingray?
Stingray. Y'all, I mean, I knew what stingrays were because you go to an aquarium and you see them that have been debarbed or whatever you call it. But here, Holly and I are walking in the shallow water of the bay, and swims up this.
Did you take a picture of it?
Yes, I took several. Carl was telling me I was getting too close to it. Yeah. It was.
You can't find it, can you?
I'm gonna find it though. I got quite a few. There he is. Oh, the other one's better. That one. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Ooh, let me get him just right.
He was pretty close.
He was big too.
It was a big one.
And all I could think of was, had he been under the sand, I could have stepped on him. You see how shallow it is.
It was ankle deep.
And we saw some a couple of years ago in Panama City out on the pier. And then we were in the waves and we could, see somebody that wasn't that close.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that shallow. But his stinger was like.
His tail was that long. His stinger's not that long.
Well, something was that long.
The barb's kind of halfway up.
Mary Carl, Mama, get away from that thing. He can whip around and sting you.
She was nervous about it.
She was nervous.
Absolutely nervous about it.
I have seen where people have been stung by those things, and it is nothing nice.
I heard it is some.
Isn't that what killed Steve Irwin?
Well, similar, but yeah.
In the heart.
Stabbed him in the heart.
Well, I wasn't that deep, but he could have got me in the toe, and it would not have been nice. Or Holly. I mean, from that point forward, needless to say, we were very, very careful.
Oh, we never. That's about as deep as we got.
Yes.
I used to not be worried.
That was the bay.
Yeah, and I used to not be worried about that kind of stuff, but now, I don't know.
Well, I feel like it's the shark's ocean.
I don't get it anymore.
It's the shark's ocean, and it's the stingray's ocean too. I don't mean to sound like that, but it's just odd that we never saw them as kids. I've been stung by many a jellyfish.
They hurt too.
I'm sure you have too. But oh goodness, oceans are changing.
Yeah, they getting their revenge back, I guess.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, Brooke doesn't have a sweatshirt on. It's a long sleeve shirt. It's the Holly. It's the one with the Holly and the buggy.
Yeah.
With the pumpkins around it.
That's it. It was cold this morning, but now I need short sleeves on, so I just pulled my sleeves up. I probably will have to change again before evening hits. So.
But we got something that we've been working on. Gosh. I don't know. And it's something that I would say probably has been asked or requested, or I should do this, we should do this. And this was something that was meant to be. We found he found us. He reached out to us. It is a local young man who is a author.
Yes.
And a illustrator.
Yes.
And he has been working on a Cog Hill Farm children's book.
Yes.
And the first one is out. And it is about Miss Peaches. Peaches. So the Cog Hill Farm children's book is out. It is on Amazon, but you can go to our website. Where's that, Brooke?
www.coghillfarm.com.
And it'll show you how to get there. Or you can go to Amazon and just search Cog Hill Farm, and it will come up. This is, his name is Mr. J. McNespy. Did I say it right?
McNespy.
McNespy.
And he is, y'all, he's 3 miles from us.
Literally could throw a stone and had no idea.
No idea. It's something that Jason and I have dreamed about for many years, but we said to ourselves, we aren't ever going to find the time to sit down and be able to write a book. But with Jay's help, our dreams have come true.
So the story in the book is Peaches has lost her peaches, and so she goes on a hunt looking for her peaches. And, there's honey. All the animals are pretty much in it.
Got to show the water tower on the back.
Oh, that is the Clanton Water Tower right there. It is, this is so awesome. There's Tip.
Jumping on the trampoline.
And he takes the pictures of our animals and illustrates them. So they're exactly like
he hand draws them. He's not like taking a picture and doctoring it up.
Oh, yeah,
he is hand drawing every picture.
There's Scott, Peaches. It is absolutely amazing. We are so excited for this. Let me show y'all this, though. Let me show you this. You ready for this? Look, there's me and there's Brooke. Look at that. That's me right there for real. Look just like me, though.
It does. It does.
But it is. I'm so excited about this. This is something that we've been wanting to do forever. Had no idea how to do it, how to get started doing it. I don't know. I've never tried to write anything, let alone the illustration. The illustrations to me would be harder than, I feel like I could write a story, but not necessarily have an illustrator to illustrate it. But
he would do, say, 3 or 4 pages in a few days.
Yep.
And send them to us for us to proof them, make sure everything was, spot on, and then do a few more pages. But I can't see us ever being able to sit down. While you can draw very well, Mary Carl can draw very well, but to sit down and be comfortable with what we wrote.
Yeah.
And once he had it all written out and it was all, read from as a story point, it was just perfect. It's just perfect.
It was.
Everything about it. So we want to thank Jay and Joanne.
That's his wife, Joanne. Mm-hmm.
From the bottom of our hearts, because without them, this would have never, ever happened. Yeah, and there are a lot of kids out there and adults that that wanted this for a long time. So to make it happen, it's just great.
It is. This is so great. And this will not be the only one. We will do several, already working on a Christmas one. So there will be a Christmas one. And we're going to try to do coloring books as well for the kids out there. And
adults.
And adults. The story is super cute.
Show Moody.
I'm show Moody.
Yeah, you were on that page in a minute. I mean, the chicken bus is in here. Look at Moody. Moody's grinning from ear to ear. Go back. There it is. The Cog Hill school bus is in here. It's just fantastic.
It really is. It's so great. I even like the zinnias. Look at the zinnias right there. Awesome, 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 awesome. This is I'm beyond excited about this. I mean, I'm just beyond excited. Um,
I
just something that I've been dreaming about forever.
And we didn't think it would ever happen.
No, because I just don't know what to do.
So Jay and his wife Joanne actually came to the Petals from the Past meet and greet.
Yes,
and that was April the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Is that when it was? No.
Somebody said they went. It's there. We just checked it.
It is there. When was it wasn't April. It was
September.
September 15th was the first time we ever met Jay and Joanne.
I'm on the country store.
It's the first thing there.
There it is right there. So.
Yeah, it's there. Yep. You may have to go out, refresh, come back
Maybe
in.
something like that. I don't know. Or your cookies. I don't know.
But if you can't find it on our website,
it's on Amazon.
Go to Amazon, type in Coghill Farm, and it'll come up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so Jay made this happen like in a flash.
So he's been working on this book.
Yes, he worked on it before we ever met him.
And
because he wanted to have something to show us.
They had reached out to us via email, but y'all, we get so many emails, and we get so many business emails. I want to say it's a lot of sponsors. I bet we get 10 to 15 a day just on sponsors, not including you guys. How many emails we get,
and it's hard to separate the two.
It got lost in the shuffle. It's absolutely just got lost in the shuffle, and so he saw the opportunity to wait in line and meet us at the meet and greet and make his presentation there, which was brilliant.
It was all on his phone. He had written out, probably half the book.
I think he already had the story written. He had about half of it illustrated by the time he saw us.
Because he knew that there was no way that we could say no. Right. I mean, it's just perfect.
It was.
It is just perfect.
Absolutely perfect. And just brilliant on his end too. And I'm glad that he stayed steady and didn't go, well, they don't want to do this.
No, I'm glad he did too. And we told him that, we were sorry. And we were also thankful, because otherwise there would be no book.
Mm-hmm.
If we had to depend on ourselves to do it, it's just, it's not going to happen, because we get started doing something and something gets in the way.
Yeah, it was meant to be. It was absolutely meant to be. I saw somebody ask about signing them. We do in the future, and it might be next year, January, to ship them ourselves, but we have to order in bulk. And to order in bulk, it takes 4 weeks for them to print that many and send them to us.
And by the time we waited 4 weeks for these to get here, we would be looking at the Christmas one being released.
Yeah.
So it was something that if we were going to release it right now, we had to ship it through Amazon.
Right.
Now, at a later time, hopefully we can work on that and maybe sign them, maybe even get one of the animals to sign it with whatever, we could take a hoof print of Peaches and let her sign it. Yep. Just dreaming ahead, but right now it's impossible for us to sign it unless you were to bring the book to a meet and greet.
Or I guess somebody could. That's what they said. They could send it to us and we could sign it and send it back. Which I mean, that's possible as well. I just hate for it to get lost in the mail, but
things happen when you put things in an envelope.
But that is. We are working on that.
Yes, we want it to be working on that as easy as possible for you guys to get your merch all from one location versus all over the place. But we just have to work out some kinks, and hopefully everything will go as planned.
Yep. And I've seen the comments already today about the children's channel. We have actually got that video already planned out and what to do. So we'll be recording that pretty soon and getting that one up. And I've also have talked to someone that will help me edit the children's videos, so it won't be too much. And we'll my goal is one a month on the kids' videos
to begin with, to get back in the groove and
Yep.
It may be that you can get 2 a month recorded and only publish 1 a month until you can feel out how much it is going to be for you to do.
Yep. So, exciting news. Peaches is out, and oh no, this is great.
We're excited. We hope y'all are too. And just look forward to working with Jay and Joanne in the future.
J&J.
J&J, they're wonderful, wonderful people. And literally, y'all, we had them come over yesterday. Was it yesterday morning?
Yeah.
Yesterday morning to kind of, make sure everything was perfect. He went over the Christmas book with us, and they were 3.8 miles from our house.
That is crazy. And it's got the Christmas book written.
Yes. And I'm telling you, I mean, when he read that one to us, it was great. The Christmas one is just as good.
He's just got to illustrate it, and I know that takes a long time.
It does. It does. But he's got goals. I mean, man, he's saying, I want this one to be ready by this time and this one to be ready by this time. And so as long as he works like that, he'll keep us on track.
He will.
And I told him, I said, this is one of the biggest benefits being able to release this book is you staying on us.
Yeah.
You telling us what needs to be done when, and we make it happen because things get a little crazy.
Squirrely. Can get squirrely
call
here.
It that.
Can get squirrely here.
That's right. That is exactly right.
When I said J&J, that made me think of G&G.
Oh.
And you said that she's got a little something.
Yeah. Catherine, if you're watching, let us know that your video will be published after this live, because when we went on our trip, somebody had to take care of the farm. And Catherine's been busy, and she's worked hard trying to get this video together. So, Catherine, tell us if the video can be seen. There she is. What'd she say?
Yes, I'm here, and at 5 p.m.
5 p.m. you can go over to G&G and see if Peaches was nice or naughty.
She's got her own book now. How big is her head gonna get now? Is she gonna fit? It won't even fit in the barn, probably.
Well, she's already having to sleep in the wrong stall. She was in the wrong stall again today. In the wrong stall again.
Oh, Peaches.
Yes.
Maybe she likes that other stall.
I don't know.
There might be a reason she's in there.
I don't know.
She's a smart kitty now.
Kitty?
Mm-hmm. Or piggy.
Yeah. Don't disgrace her like that. She said, I am no kitty.
Oh,
I am a piggy. Peach. So I posted a reel one day. My days are all running together. It was
y'all. I want to tell y'all something. Brooke has figured out the little short videos and reels, so y'all are in for it.
Well, I only know how to do it on Facebook, though. I don't know how to do it on YouTube yet. I'm going to have a crash course to figure that out. But
the book is for what ages?
Goldie's nest area, and guess what? Number 4.
Oh my gracious!
Look at how massive that egg is. 4 eggs so far. Where will she stop?
All right. So
somebody wanted to know what age the book was for. I would say as young as you want, and I think Amazon's got it to 12 years old.
Yes.
So I think it says from 5 to 12 on there, but younger than that can be.
Well, if a parent's reading it to them, they would understand it. I do believe.
Yep.
And it would be fun because they could see the goat and the cow and the donkey and pig.
I didn't mean to mess you up.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
But you're real. 4 eggs.
4 eggs, y'all. 4 eggs Goldie has laid. And so if you saw my video, you saw that she laid one of them in a weird spot. And I thought, oh no, this is not good because it's going to be like an Easter egg hunt from this point forward. So Miss Kathy over at J&K Farms reached out to me and told me that when Goldie lived at her place, she laid eggs all over the place. And I don't know if Pepita, who was her mate, did not build a nest, but Nugget takes the initiative to build a nest. He starts out with just little straw, little leaves, and he tells her, that's where I want you to lay. So she laid the first one there. The second one she laid in a crazy spot. The third one she laid in the nest. The fourth one, she laid in the nest.
So she's on a roll.
She's on a roll. She's laying in the nest. So, Christine, when her emus laid, do you remember us going over there?
Oh yeah, they were all over the place.
Eggs all over the place.
Yeah.
Nope, not our Nugget.
All over the place.
Nugget told her to lay right here and do not lay anywhere else, and she is obeying. Speaking of that, I was bush hogging earlier today, and Nugget and Goldie love it when I bush hog.
I kind of hung around, but they were staying near me.
Yeah, well, when you left,
they went after me.
I almost started filming because when you start bush hogging, they know that insects are moving, and you never see them catch bugs.
Never.
But every time I cut grass in their area, y'all, they want to be right behind me, and they're constantly eating whatever's hopping.
That's amazing. I got to catch that on camera for sure.
Yes, they both of them. I mean, they're wherever that bush hog is, and I don't like it because, I don't want them to be that near me. But they're not so close that it's dangerous. Right. It's just I have to constantly watch and be aware of where they are.
The Nugget, the bug catcher. I got
Goldie too. Goldie's a bug catcher too.
I got to see it.
But not to downplay what happened with the hurricane, because Hurricane Milton did hit Florida, and that was right when we left. Was when that happened. I did talk to Natalie at our Brown farmhouse. They had quite a bit of damage.
They did
more than what they initially thought, but everybody's safe that we've talked to. I know that there have been some lives lost, and our thoughts and prayers are with everybody that was affected. So not trying to dismiss that at all. We just try to not be bearers of bad news.
That's
if
right.
We don't have to be.
That's right. And several of y'all have reached out to us and wanting to know if we heard from them, and we did, and we've been talking to them. So.
Yes, I actually talked to Natalie the night the hurricane hit, and then days afterwards. So Natalie's getting close to having a baby, getting real close. So they got a lot going on.
A lot going on.
Yes, they do.
You was talking about that we have something cool happening this weekend.
Yes. Right here in Chilton County, or if you're anywhere nearby in Alabama, Calfee Cattle. We've talked about these people before. It's where we get grass-fed beef from, and they actually take it and have it cuts made. We talk to them, tell them, how we want the cuts, and here it is. They're having a farmer's market. It is held at their farm from 9 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, October 19th. And that is Calfee Cattle. They will have
it is awesome.
A local farmer's market.
You were telling me that all the vendors that were going to be there, and that was they were going to have a syrup maker syrup.
These were some of her searchings that she was looking for.
A knife maker.
Yes.
Of course,
somebody that saws logs.
Yeah.
Makes things out of trees. Lots of local artisans, and of course they'll have their grass-fed beef and pork available.
So I'm excited to go see this.
So if y'all are in the area and you want something to do Saturday, CALFEE, it is. Okay.
You're on. Oh, it's because it was Mary Carl.
Yeah, it's Mary Carl. She's not on my do not disturb.
She comes through.
She comes through because obviously if she texts me, it's something important. So her and Mom are fixing to go to town, which is absolutely perfect. But yes, Calfee Cattle on Saturday.
Yep, can't wait. I'm excited.
We plan to go.
I told you that I want to look at the knife smith.
Yeah, hopefully the knife smith will be there, if that's what you call him.
That's what I'm calling him, because I'm a wordsmith.
I knew that's what you were going to call him.
Yeah, he's a knife smith.
Knife smith.
Because I would love to have, especially if I want a local one, and the outdoor shop here had local knives, and I've been meaning to go over there and look. I would like to have a really nice handmade local knife that I can carry around because I can always pretty much have a knife on me at all times.
All right.
Pocket knife.
So Dana posted this. This is Dana Calfee. She's
Mhm.
the owner of the farm along with her husband. Can anybody guess what I'm making for Saturday? And she posted this picture. Well, to me, without zooming in, it kind of looked like black eyed peas.
I thought it was bean soup.
And it looked like black eyed peas and sausage. But I zoomed in, and guess what it is?
Show 'em.
Can you see it?
I can see it.
In?
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all can or not.
Mm-hmm.
That is peanuts, peanut brittle. And I absolutely love peanut brittle. Love it. And she makes it homemade and sells it. So another thing that she makes that we've had is jerky.
Yeah. Her jerky's good.
Her jerky's really good.
Mm-hmm.
She makes it from their grass-fed beef, and boy, is it delicious.
It's called a bladesmith.
A bladesmith, okay. Learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Bladesmith sounds like a sword maker.
It does. Maybe that's what you need is a sword.
Have it on my back.
Yeah.
Right there.
We could get Mama one to put in between her mattresses.
I have to be careful. Do you remember one time that I had a house used to sell machetes?
Yes.
And they sent me one really nice machete.
Mm-hmm.
And we were at the old farm, and we were doing something there, and I did some, made some kind of silly comment about me and my machete, and I got in.
Oh yes, I remember.
I got in trouble.
It was on Facebook, wasn't it?
Facebook, I think Instagram and TikTok. They took it all down because they said it was dangerous.
So,
yeah,
Jason used to carry it on his hip, if I'm not mistaken, like on your belt.
Yeah, when I was
quit doing that simply because I
didn't want to get in trouble anymore.
Well, they said it was adult content or something like that.
Something I got in trouble for, so I stopped.
You have to be careful.
You have to be careful. If I had a sword, I might get in trouble again with the sword. You
might. Just don't show it to anybody. It'll be a secret sword.
How old is Peaches? She is 9, but she will be 10 coming up.
Is that right?
Good. Her next birthday, she'll be 10. I have to go look and see when her birthday is. So I'm terrible at dates, but she'll be 10.
If you knew Peach's birthday and you didn't know mine, I was going to be heartbroken. I just wonder if you do know mine.
I do.
What is it?
January 19th.
Oh my gosh. He knew it today.
January 19th.
Oh goodness. Yeah, Jason's not good with dates, but we all have different things that we're good with and not good with. So that's just one of his
dates.
Yeah. I'll let you slide.
But I hope the niceness there, and Clack just let me know that he knows one too.
All right.
So it looks like I'll be getting my my homemade knife.
Yeah.
But I want it local if I can get it local. I want it local. Local. We talk about all the time. Everything we do is we try to be as local as possible, like the new children's book.
Yep. He says local
3.8 miles away from us.
I think that's what he told me. 3.8 miles. And that might be closer than Clack.
Mm-hmm.
Probably about the same.
Maybe the same. I don't know. Clack's pretty close.
He is pretty close.
I think he's closer than 3 miles.
You're probably right.
Probably right.
We have to get Clack to make something that we can add to the local artisans.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a very good woodworker.
He might be over.
Where?
At the thing.
No, I'm talking about something to offer to our followers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've discussed that. So
yes.
Maybe one day we'll get that worked out.
One day.
I
know Clack doesn't want to do shipping, so we have to work that out too.
Well, we would work that out.
Yeah.
We would handle the shipping part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to get that all situated. Yeah, we do. What else you got, Jason?
Oh, I had a South Carolina fan email me over the weekend. That was a heck of a game. Of course, we
meaning Alabama.
Well, no, we as the family, we were on our way back from our trip.
Oh.
And I was trying to watch it on my phone, and I didn't have the best service in certain spots, so it was cutting in and out of me there. But this team This team is gonna give me a heart attack before it's over with.
Well, he did not make any sounds. He didn't make any movements. And then just about when we turned on our road, he took his headphones off or did something. And I said, "What was the score?" And he told me the final score. And I thought, well, that's why he hadn't said anything the entire time.
I could not tell you the last time I saw onside kick work, and it worked.
Alabama?
No,
South Carolina.
South Carolina got it, and all they had to do was kick a field goal, win the game. And but yeah, it was a little closer than I needed it to be. But we got a big one this weekend. If you're from Tennessee, you know exactly what it is. The
Is it
third Saturday in
Tennessee?
October. Yes, it's at Tennessee too.
Mm.
Oh,
They might be throwing another goalpost in the river.
oh, I don't know. Maybe Tennessee won't tear it down because they've already beaten Alabama a couple of years ago, and Nick Saban's gone, so surely they won't tear it down.
Well,
surely
we shall see.
We shall see.
What time's the game? Because we got to go.
I want to say, is it? Oh gosh, it's either 2:30 or the next one. I looked it up and saw it now and I forgot.
So we'll be able to make the Calfee
It's not that
Cattle
11:30 game.
thing.
Yeah. We'll be good to go.
Okay.
Good to go.
Dee Dee, what you doing? Dee Dee got up, started walking around, and she's wanting to get back on the couch now. She's happy we're home.
Can't make her mind up.
Yes, she can't. So my mama had a friend come and stay with her while we were gone.
Mm-hmm.
Lives a couple hours away. Of course, she can come anytime, but Mama knew that we were going to be gone and she would be kind of without, company.
Mm-hmm.
So Sia came, her friend since childhood, and Nugget fell in love with Sia. When we got home and pulled up, I went out to the pasture, to Nugget's pasture, where Sia was standing with Nugget. Nugget never looked at me. He never tried to clean my shoes. He never paid me one attention. He never told me welcome home. He just was mesmerized by her. And she didn't have earrings in, so that couldn't have been it. But he found his. Goldie was sitting there watching too the whole time. She was
probably giving Sia the stink eye.
Probably was, but Nugget definitely found another love.
2:30 ball game.
2:30. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to stay away from all that situation. I didn't want to.
What, the Nugget Goldie?
Mm-hmm. No, and Celia.
Oh.
I didn't want to. Nugget and Celia and Goldie, and there was going to be some
drama there.
Drama going on. I didn't want to see Nugget get in trouble. I didn't want to see him get in trouble. He needs to keep his eyes to himself.
Yes, he does. But it was quite impressive that he found somebody that he just adored.
Yeah.
Now, when Catherine was here feeding, she didn't get it on camera, but Nugget put on a show for her. He was kind of acting a little bit different, and she thought he was doing kind of like a mating dance down on the ground, kind of like what a turkey would do when he's,
So he was showing out for Catherine too?
Well, not to her, just like to Goldie.
Oh. So was he dancing?
Well, yeah. And it kind of made Catherine a little leery about going inside. And I told her if she was in any way feeling that he wasn't his normal self, do not go in that gate. Because we've never seen that side of him. And I certainly don't want it to happen while we're not home.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe she should have went in there and danced with him.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, Sia would have danced with him. It would have, what is it?
I'm just laughing at Catherine dancing with Nugget.
Oh. If Sia would have offered to dance with him, it would have been a whole nother story. He was just impressed with her, very much so.
Oh, goodness.
So who knows what he was thinking.
What's for supper?
What's for supper? So, y'all, I have had this package of dry beans in the pantry.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know where I bought it, when I bought it, but I know that it had been in there and I needed something to cook when we got back from our trip.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it upon myself to soak these beans. It said 15 bean soup. So I read the instructions. It said soak them overnight. So night before last, I soaked them overnight. Yesterday, I cooked the 15 bean soup and I used the crock pot method. It said in order to use the crock pot method, you had to go to the website. Went to the website, crock pot method, you don't soak the beans overnight. But I had already soaked them. Then later on in the reading, it said if you've already soaked the beans, it's okay. So I finished the soup yesterday in the crock pot, and we are having leftovers.
Leftovers.
I will make some fresh cornbread.
Good.
That is our dinner. Our supper is our leftover 15 bean soup.
The cornbread tops it off.
It does.
Somebody asked, does Nugget dance like Carl? No.
Well, Catherine said he did. But we've never seen it. And she wished a million times she'd gotten it on camera.
Nugget don't even have wings.
But she said he was flopping around and he was on the ground.
Throws down.
Yeah, well, from the way she described this, it was very much like the way Carl dances.
Well, we'll have to see because I've been around Nugget for, how old's Nugget? 4?
Well, I told her we had never seen it.
4 years old?
That we had, look, she's talking about it.
It's more like a turkey.
Okay. Well, he danced. You know how Thomas dances?
Yeah, he does that. But not like Carl dances.
Not like Carl dances.
I mean, Carl he can throw down. I mean.
Is that where Lester gets his moves from?
No, man, Lester can't hang with Carl.
He can't?
No, goodness no. None of them over there. None of the Morrows, anybody over there.
They can't hang with
No.
Carl's got it going on.
Carl has got it going on.
Well, your boy Nugget's in training.
Maybe so. Maybe he's been texting Carl.
Maybe he has.
Maybe he was getting ready for Celia to come over.
Maybe.
And he was practicing his dance moves with Catherine.
Catherine I think Celia was there when Nugget did the dancing. Because Catherine and Celia were talking.
I see.
So maybe that's why he did the whole dance thing.
Maybe so.
I don't know. We will find out. What's for you guys' supper? What is for supper?
Yeah, Nuggets got. They don't have. I guess you call them wings.
They're
about this long.
Yeah, they're not very big at all. They're just like kind of.
And they got a claw on the end of it. It's like a T-Rex. You know, just little bitty old things.
It's if you didn't know they were wings, you wouldn't even recognize them.
You wouldn't even know they were there.
You would not recognize them.
I don't even think you can move them.
Well,
I've never seen
when he goes to preen himself, sometimes that one will stick out.
I guess so.
But he's quite a character.
Oh, Mike Keith's having spaghetti, lots of chili. You can tell fall's in the air because the chili is coming out.
Well, the 15 bean soup's here.
Ooh, pulled pork mac and cheese.
Oh, that sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. Now, on our last day, we did find a taco place that had burritos and bowls and tacos. And what did you have? Mahi?
No, I had the shrimp. I wanted to go back and get the mahi tacos. And when we got there for the evening, they were closed. Even though it said that they were open, they were closed.
And we got pizza from a place one point, and we ate it leftover that night for dinner because there was just not many choices. Not to say it was a bad trip at all. It's just you don't go there and expect to have a lot of restaurant choices. It's very, and they don't want commercialized.
No, I don't. There's nothing there.
There's nothing commercialized there. There's no McDonald's.
Kind of remind me of Maine when we went to Maine.
Yeah, Maine.
The little area was in Maine. There was nothing. Everything was local.
It was, and that's a good thing. You know,
I love it.
We just got to be better prepared if we go back. Got to be better prepared.
Oh, Trish, that was funny. Oh goodness, somebody named Trish had a pretty funny comment.
But you're not gonna share it.
Well, she said that she was skipping dinner tonight and was gonna have her a beer.
Oh, okay. You might better have some dinner if you plan to have more than one.
Oh, how do you say that?
What?
Is it empadas?
Empanadas?
Meat. Empanadas. Empanadas?
Empanadas. Did I say it right?
I don't think it's pinata.
It's probably not. I'm probably just acting like I know what I'm talking about.
Turkey burgers.
Turkey burgers. That sounds
Mm.
good.
Lots
JD?
of chili though. Man, we gotta make chili.
We're having the next best thing, Jason.
I know. I like chili too.
I am going to make
Pancakes.
the copycat Olive Garden gnocchi.
Okay. I like that too.
Yeah.
I like that
One
too.
day soon.
I said it right.
What?
Empanadas. I just said like you
You
did
said
that.
no pinata.
I done got confused already. Somebody said you said it right. Empanadas. Empanadas.
Empanada.
Not pinata.
Not pinata. Okay. All right, Jason. Well, we're gonna go get our dinner heated up.
Good.
And we're gonna get some cornbread cooked first. And then you'll have a video out tomorrow, and we plan to be live again on Saturday and back to our normal routine.
That's right. Pumpkin sloppy joes. How was that happen?
You know, I've made lentil sloppy joes before.
Yeah.
They were pretty good.
They were pretty good. They were
pretty good.
Didn't you buy sloppy joe stuff?
Well, we had it not too long ago.
Okay.
Remember?
I love sloppy joes.
You forgot about it already?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
That's okay. We'll let you slide.
That'll work. Well, if you missed the part, we have a new kids book out, and it's over our website. Where's that at, Brooke?
www.coghillfarm.com. Tell Peaches we said hey.
That's right. And Michael Keith said he wants you to say it.
All right, y'all. You got to get ready to end the broadcast because when I say it, it's over.
All right, I'm ready.
Y'all be good.